I was literally like exiting my phone to unlock it, and it opened Spotify, and I was listening to a podcast earlier, but then it immediately switched over to a song. So I think this is a channeled message. You're going to resonate with this. The song that it started playing, just like out of nowhere, like it wasn't even playing this, is Angel by the Wings by Sia. I love this song. I used to dance to this song all the time, but the words, I sat down and I just listened to them for a minute, and it's basically a really strong reminder that I feel like the angels have come through to tell you that you can do anything. Basically so the lyrics, the lyrics say, take an angel by the wings, beg her now for anything, beg her for the strength to persevere or stay, right? So I think that the angels are kind of coming through to touch a collective right here. Maybe you haven't called the angels in a while, or maybe you haven't asked the angels for guidance. I don't know if you really resonate with wanting to do that or feeling that, but the angels can't help you unless you ask. So the smallest amount of what you can do is even just say out loud, like, I say to my team of light, because that's what I believe in, and I don't think that you should pray to what other people tell you to believe in. I think that you should pray or call in guidance to whomever you believe in. So for example, I personally used to be like, I grew up in a super religious town. I guess we're getting personal here. I don't know. And I didn't believe in any of that shit. Like, I was like basically atheist. Like, growing up, I literally thought that I was atheist because it was so fucked up religious, and I just like couldn't bear with it, right? Because I just didn't agree. Everything in my body was like, no. So for a really, really long time, like I grew up my whole life not praying, which is kind of crazy, but I just didn't believe in it. And then I actually lost my best friend. He passed away when I was 17. And when that happened, I was in such an intimately dark place that I started praying to him. So because I didn't believe in anything else, I prayed to my best friend who had passed away. So I think the message here is like, pray to whomever you believe in. Like, let's say you have someone on the other side, pray to them. Or if you don't believe in that, pray to the angels. Or if you don't believe in that, pray to a team of light. And if you don't believe in any of that, pray to a tree. You know what I mean? I think that there's just a message here that like, ask for guidance, and you can ask for guidance in living things as much as you can in things on the other side. So if you don't believe in anything else, you can go to a tree. I mean, people are going to tell you this across the board. You can go to a tree, put your hands on the tree, and talk to the tree. The tree will talk to you. It is a living organism. And if you can just go there and ask for guidance in those ways, that opens you up. That's literally all you need to do, is just ask for guidance. And make sure that, I personally recommend that you ensure that when you're asking for guidance, you're asking for it in the highest light or with no harm to others, because we got to be careful, right? We want to respect everybody. And I think that the message here is just like, the angels are coming through to tell you that it's okay to ask. It's okay to ask, and when you ask, that is when it is given. If you've never read this book, this is one of my favorite books on earth. It's called Ask and It Is Given by Abraham Hicks. Jerry and Esther Hicks are the authors. But that book is incredible. That book totally changed my life, and so I highly recommend reading that book if you're feeling called. It's kind of the concept of like, nothing's gonna come through unless you're willing to say like, I want this, you know? And so like, even just speaking out loud and saying like, okay, universe, person on the other side, tree, hey tree, here's what I'm looking for this year. Here's what I'm looking for right now in my life. Or these are the things that I want to cultivate. You know, asking out loud, because that opens up the way for you to actually receive guidance in the directions for you to walk in to get those things. Because you can do anything. You have access to everything, and I know that we're often programmed not to believe that, but you can reprogram yourself to understand that you do. So if any message is coming through, it's that you can do it, and all it takes is your own strength to give yourself the space to ask. All right, if this message resonated with you, I love you so much, and please let me know, and I'll see you in the next message.